What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show, Finance Fridays. On Friday, we are dedicated to bringing you financial information you likely did not get from your parents, you did not get at school. We are going to break down how you can become financially independent and retire early, long before the traditional retirement age of 65. Now, that doesn't mean you quit working at 35, 40, 45, or 50. It means you don't have to work for money anymore. You can work for passion. Today, I'm going to talk about the 3 rules of money you probably never learned. We didn't learn this in school. Geometry, poetry, world history. Never did we learn the tenets of compounding interest or the importance of financial stewardship. I'm going to take a few moments and I'm going to break down the average median household incomes, income by age, what is lower class, middle class, upper class, and considered to be rich, and where do you fall into these groups, but really, how do you break out from these general estimates and become financially independent? Now, let's talk about the first rule of money. The first rule of money is the most simple, the most obvious, but something that most people do not grasp. The first rule of money is make more money. Make more money. And I teach my children, 6 years old and 5 years old. I've been teaching them since I could speak to them, which is day one, the importance of money, normalizing what this is. The first rule of money is you must make money every day, every single day, and start thinking about money in a way that you are not trading your time for dollars. Yes, we must do that. Initially, you work at an hourly wage job, you push a lawnmower, you shovel snow, you make subs or flip pizzas, you swing a hammer for dollars on the hour. That's fine. You're trading time for money, but you must start thinking bigger and broader. You must make money every single day. And sometimes we can make money by simply not spending money, by being more astute with how we structure our finances. We have our income, money coming in, our outgo, money going out, right? So if I make $100 per day and I spend $100 per day, I have $0. I'm not making money, I'm breaking even. If I make $100 per day and I spend $80 per day, well, now I'm making $20. But if I can make $120 per day while spending $80 per day, well, now I'm making $40. This is what matters. You want to start tilting that scale so you are keeping more money. You're making more money. We say we have a bigger shovel, and we are eliminating the amount of money that disappears from us in our life. So the rule number 1 of money you must think about is make more money every single day, Monday through Sunday, 12 months a year, 365 days a year, 52 weeks out of the year. You must be thinking like this. You must be thinking like this. You need to be engaging in pursuits that increase income coming in and reduce the outflow of money leaving your house, your family, future you. Now, I wanted to jump over briefly and discuss the average American income, and let's see where you fit into this. Now, the median household income in the United States was $68,000. Median, middle, average. Now, that's taking all the super rich people and all the super poor people, you add them up all together, and you divide by the number of people, and there you go. $68,000 per year is the median income. That's about what the average U.S. household makes. That's whoever lives in the house all combined. I don't want to say mother and father and daughter and whatever. Household, everyone living in your house, all the money combined, 68 grand per year. How much do you make? Is your household at $68,000 per year higher or lower? Well, guess what? That doesn't matter because these numbers suck. These numbers suck. And you can't think about these numbers, but this is what your neighbors are typically making. This is what your neighborhood is making, your community is making. Now, the median personal income was $35,900. Well, that means person A is making 35 grand. Person B is making 35 grand. You combine, you're a household. Now you're making about, $65,000, $70,000. $35,000 a year is the average or the median income for one individual. Do you make $35,000 more or less? Well, let's sweep down a little bit. Now, what is a good salary in current year 2021? A good salary, the weekly median earnings for a full-time wage or salary worker in the United States is $990, under $1,000 per week. It translates to a yearly income of $51,000 per year. That's $1,000 a week. You are trading your time for $1,000 a week before taxes. Taxes is going to come in and hit you at 25%. Bam! Right off the top. Inflation is coming in right now anywhere between 6 and 15%. What does that mean? That means for every dollar you earn right now, that dollar has buying power of only 94 cents to 85 cents. So you are literally losing money before you even make it due to inflation, thanks to our great elected officials here. But this is interesting. What percentage of Americans make over $100,000? And I want to see how you fall into this category. About 30%, less than 1/3 of households, not individuals, households, earn over $100,000 in 2020. Does your household claim a six-figure income? Well, we're going to talk about how to improve that. And it's important to understand where you fit, where you rank, what the stats are, what your neighbors are doing, so we can get ultra competitive, and we can learn why they're earning so low, such little money. And I'm going to teach you that, and it's not the reason you think. In 2019, about 15% of Americans earned between $100,000 and $150,000. 8% of the population earned between $150,000 and $200,000, and 10% of the population earned over $200,000. 1 out of 10 people earned over 200 grand per year in 2020. Now, what is middle class? Are you middle class? Let's see. Are you middle class? Or what's below middle class? I don't want to say lower class, but below middle class. Middle class in the United States was between $48,000 and $145,000 per year. So let's say 50 and 150. If you make between 50 grand per year, household-wise, your household between 50,000 and 150,000, you are considered to be middle class. There is lower middle class, which is in that 50, 60, 70, 80,000, and upper middle class, which is 120, 130, 140, 150, or you're in the middle, which is, right around that 80 to 120 or so range. Are you middle class? Well, guess what? The curse of the poor man is believing middle class is rich. Think about that. The curse of the poor man looks up the ladder and sees the middle class household and believes they are rich. And why is this a curse? Because that's the aspiration. The aspiration is simply to have what the middle class has. And what does the middle class have? Not much. The average person has less than $400 in their bank account. The average person cannot cover a $1,000 emergency if it happened right now. The poor person looks at the middle class person and says, wow, that's rich. The middle class person, though, knows it's not, because you're working 40 and 50 and 60 hours per week, and you still can't make ends meet. And I'm going to teach you why that is. Now, I want to go down here a little bit more and show you, and also I want to teach you something that's interesting. The highest earning state, and it's not in this, it's in a different poll that I looked at. The richest area in the United States, well, it's Maryland. Guess why? Because all of the bureaucrats that work inside Washington, D.C. live just over the border in Maryland. Isn't that interesting? All of those who make the rules that govern you, govern your life, make it harder for you to feed your family, take care of your family, and hold on to your money via taxation, they all live right there. All the bureaucrats, all the lobbyists live right in Washington, D.C., just outside in Maryland. And that's why Maryland is the richest state in the nation. Interesting, right? Now, I want to show you the income by age before we talk about rule number 2 of money. Rule number 1 of money is make money every day. Increase your income, decrease your outflow. Now, how much do you make by age? Well, all my 20 to 24-year-olds, the average 20 to 24-year-old makes approximately $2,750 per month. Okay, that's about 25 grand a year, 25, 30 grand a year. You're going to college, you're working a side gig, you're doing a side hustle, you're grinding away. The 25 to 34-year-olds out there makes $4,000 per year. That's just under 50 grand. 25 to 34-year-old. Now you're out there, you're typically about to get married, you're looking to buy your first house, you got a little car in the driveway, you want to, go to a ball game with friends, maybe go on a little vacation once in a while. You're doing that on less than $50K per year. 35 to 44, guess what? Well, you're only making $4,800 per month. What is that? Let's say that's 5 grand. That is a kick under 60 grand per year. 45 to 54, not much better. You're making damn near the same as you were making in the decade prior. And then as we get to 55 and up, well, the income starts coming down, though hopefully our net worth has gone up. Hopefully we have a paid off home, paid off cars, 401k is vested, maybe not. So now let's jump back in and speak to you guys here. That was good, exciting information. Where do you fit into the big picture? But now, and leave your comments in the chat section. I'll jump in there in a moment. Now, rule number 2 of money is save your money. Rule number 1 is make more money. Rule number 2 is aggressively save your money. Aggressively, violently save your money, protect your money. Hold on to your money like Scrooge McDuck and stuff it away somewhere that nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch it. Aggressively save your money. Do not spend it on a stupid car. Do not spend it on a stupid watch. Do not spend it on a stupid girl or boy. Do not spend it on stupid. Aggressively save it, especially right now. Rule number 1 is make more money by increasing your income and decreasing your outflow. Rule number 2 is aggressively save your money. You work so hard. You traded your time for those dollars. And now you took those dollars and you just gave them to some rich guy to buy a car at high interest rates that completely overvalued, that depreciates immediately? Shame on you. To buy some stupid pants or stupid shoes or stupid. No, you will never break out of this mentality, this poverty mentality. Remember, this is the 3 rules of money. This is the first video in a series of videos that we will be breaking down, and I will give you very particulars as more videos come, but I wanted to give you the background. Hopefully you are into this, you enjoy this, you get this, and you want to go along this journey with me, because I will teach you how to become financially independent. I will teach you exactly what to do. It will be atypical. It's not what your parents did. It's not what your friends did. It's not what most of the people it's not what they do, because this is what rich people do. I have been blessed and honored to work with and work for and live with and travel with and speak with multiple billionaires, 100 millionaires, deca millionaires, and I have had amazing, deep conversations. I have been mentored. I understand the rules of money, and I came up the hard way and had to figure much of this out on my own, and I'm sharing this with you. Rule number 1, make more money by increasing your income. I don't care if you're Uber Eats and door dashing and selling newspapers and knitting scarves on Etsy while swinging a hammer 10, 12 hours per day. Whatever you have to do early on to make money, you get it. You get it. Rule number 2 is you save that money aggressively. Rule number 3 is we teach our money to make more money. You teach your money to make more money, and this is the most important part. If you don't follow rule number 1, you do not get to rule number 2. If you do not get to rule number 2, you cannot get to rule number 3. And rule number 3 is where you become rich, where you become wealthy, where you become financially independent. But most people are not disciplined enough or educated enough to understand and follow rules number 1 and rules number 2. But if you get to rule number 3, where you teach your money to make more money, you do not have to work anymore for money. Your money is now working for you. And the goal I will teach you is how to allow your money to make more money than you can make by trading your time. That is financial independence. You are done. Game over, baby. You're done. So, rule number 1 is make money every single day by increasing your income and decreasing that outflow. Rule number 2 is you aggressively save every single dollar, every single penny. I walk past a penny, I pick it up, put it in my pocket, take it, put it in my little piggy bank, and I invest it. Rule number 3, I teach that little penny how to make more little pennies for me. And those little pennies turn into copper, turns into silver, turns into gold, turns into Bitcoin, or turns into real estate. We'll teach you all that stuff as we go. Sal says, great topic. Thank you. Cowboy, got a new job, big plans to pay off a lot of debt. Out of debt, out of debt, out of debt. We're going to break that down. Next video we'll probably do on debt, actually. What's up, Coach? I can't stay, but I wanted to say hi. Seth, good to see you, brother. Likewise, my man, Jason Cutshaw. Mike bringing more than just physical health. Thanks, brother. 10 doors and rip. Yes, my man, my man. I love that. I love that. 10 doors, baby. That's the way. Is it okay to have my oats at night? Normally, I do oats in the morning and eggs. It is, but I want to keep this video on the finance side. We will do more later on today. I'll do more fitness stuff. So Andrew, please come back later on this afternoon. But in general, yes, you can do it at night, but you need to be training and pushing earlier in the day, the next day. Paul P, hell yeah, Mike. I love how exercise and the lifestyle discipline teaches you exactly how finances work. Exactly. These are evergreen principles. Each workout is money in the bank, investing in your future physique or future health, as I like to say. Compounding efforts equal big gains, baby. Same as dollars. Great effing content. Let's get wealthy and healthy. You know it. Andrew, normally I have a tough wrestling practice at night. Andrew, I'll answer that stuff later. No disrespect, but I want to keep this on the financial side. Leave the comments under this video, and I'll do a whole video on it, possibly. Young says, I lost all of my gains in stocks and crypto right now, but I'm buying, baby. Dollar cost averaging. I will do a video on how to invest in a down market when the market is crashing right now. My overall holdings, overall portfolio is down dramatically over the last 6 to 8 weeks. Crypto's down, stocks are down, everything's down. My real estate's up. And this is how you build a diversified portfolio. Like Jason says, my real estate is up and dramatically appreciating. My real estate is cash flowing me every single month. New year, 2022, rents are going up. Tenants, it's written into the contracts. So one thing goes down, other things go up. And how do you diversify? I'm going to teach you diversification also. Boom, Finance Friday, let's go. I like to say I turn my digits into dirt. That's another thing to think about. Ryan, Mike, are you still hiring? Yes, we are always hiring. Do you still need interns? Yes, we do. jobs@thedolcediet.com. If you're interested, please send that email. Bradley, F you, Uncle Mike. I grew up very poor, but I've been fortunate to be able to take advantage of a lot of opportunities. How do I get over the fear of investing money instead of having too much cash? Start small. Invest $10. I started small. I started at $10 on Robinhood. And I could see, wow, this is how it works. Then $100. And then more than that. This is what I like to do. And I will speak about how to invest your first $1,000. I'm going to do I got a whole ton of amazing financial videos coming your way. Every Friday, we will do finance. I might start doing more financial videos. I might even just do a whole financial channel because there's so much information as we started scripting this out. But Bradley, start small, learn, educate yourself. YouTube is here. I'm here. Whatever we can do to educate you, learn. But look at the stock market over the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. How old are you, Bradley? I'm going to be investing in the stock market for the next 50 plus years at least. At least 50 plus years, 60, 70 years. How long can I be on this planet? Every single day that I'm on this planet. And then after I'm gone, my money will still be compounding in the market, which will be dispersed in a trust to my descendants, still growing at exponential rates. Start small. Start with $1. The littlest amount possible that you can afford to lose, and learn. And I'll teach you more about that. I feel like it's a sickness, like I hoard too much of it. Well, right now, if you're hoarding money, you should feel sick because the government is stealing it due to inflation. Inflation is estimated to be approximately 15% this year. What does that mean? That means $1 last year will be worth 85 cents at the end of this year. $1 of buying power last year will have 85 cents of buying power this year. That's crazy, right? Coach, how often do you speak about the S&P 500? Do you invest in international funds as well? No, the S&P does have exposure to international markets. I just haven't seen the ROI personally in international index funds, international stocks. Me personally, some people have, a lot of people have. I haven't seen it. Because of my age and risk tolerance, I went a little heavier into technology than into internationals, and that's done extremely well for us over the last 5 to 8 years. Much love from Kenya. Martin, right at you, man. Any specific advice for Canadians? Try and invest in the U.S. market as much as possible would be my initial entertainment education. This is not financial advice, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is not financial advice. I'm not a certified financial planner or a public accountant. I'm just a dude who's teaching you some very valuable information for you to do your own research on. Danny, thank you. I'm working 12-hour days, 13 days straight from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Any tips on suppressing hunger? Drink hot water. Hot water with lemon works well for me. AMC Apes in the house. Hell yeah, baby. I blame the Fed for this mess currently. I blame them all. Brad, I'm 47. I max out my 401k every year, but I still have a pile of cash not doing anything. Bradley, that's actually a great video topic I can jump back into, but you got to get in things that you understand. You understand first and foremost, and dip your toe in. If you're already investing in your 401k, well, what funds are there? What are those funds doing? Look at the S&P 500 over a 5-year, 10-year time horizon. When do you want to start pulling that money? Well, that's up to you, but you need to consider that. Guys and gals, this is just the beginning of the financial education on this channel. Oh, Danny with the super chat donation. Danny, thank you, my man. Very, very kind of you. I appreciate that. Guys and gals, leave comments below this video if you like the financial stuff. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what financial topics you want to hear, and we will cover those. This is the first in a series of financial videos we will be putting out for you every single Friday so you can build financial independence. I appreciate you guys being here. There will be another video later on today. Until next time, oh.